Hey, traders. Welcome to the stream. Very mixed bag today, right? Anomalous situation with price action, where you can clearly see from the thumbnail and the title of the stream, S&P 500 making multi-month lows on the close. It was the lowest candle close for the S&P since June 23rd. And then you got Bitcoin over here up 5.37%. Altcoins, some of them up double-digit percentage points. XRP decaying right now. XLM also falling behind that. And then Bitcoin, that was in a lot of trouble, somehow got back above 18,893. And above 18,893, there's really nothing till 19,650. You haven't even tested that yet, right? I mean, when has Bitcoin ever not gone to 19,650 locally when it gets above 18,893? Same thing with when it falls below 19,650. When does it not go to 18,893? It might be going to that in power hour, because we're in it. And you got 52 minutes till your daily close, and somehow, by the grace of God, man, look what happened in the end on the 4 hour. The low, the lower low, the somehow lower low. Wow, what? Insanity. RSI low, then the slightly lower low, and then a higher level on the RSI, and that's it. You even broke back above 18,893 and then back tested it twice and just engulfed on the last 4 hour candle and catching some follow through now. And you could see 19,650. I mean, if you're doing these things, then that would be next, right? Maybe if you're lucky, you get to 19,891. But here's the problem, right? The issue is when you're below, you have to be cautious. You know, you're about to engulf on the daily. And if this engulfing candle's real, you might start developing daily bullish divergence, right? That's all starting to happen today. My concern is, like, you really want to see Bitcoin above 19,891, not be below it, right? Because below it, history shows us what happens if you stay below it long enough, all right? You are below it. So, kind of get me here, like. And the issue is, like, normally when the index funds, the stock market's screwed, normally Bitcoin is, right? But that didn't happen today. A lot of the assessment I had of being bearish was Bitcoin being below key inflection points, and at the same time, the real market, the stock market, was terrible. Well, we caught follow through on the stock market really bad, right? Gap down and just sold off mostly all day. And Bitcoin didn't do that. So, but hey, it's like, man, the hopium is back. There's hopium for at least maybe, I mean, engulfing candle will be confirmed in 50 minutes. You're covering the previous candle, all right. But I'll feel a lot better about Bitcoin if it can get above 19,891 and stay above it, maybe even back test it as support. But you could, I mean, you know, a shark, a type 1 and a type 2 could be really happening here. It's, again, we got to get some price action, but this could be happening. All right. I mean, new data presents, something happens. All right. You're trying to pivot here. After a successful bearish back test of the old 2017 cycle top as resistance, it became resistance again, confirmed. And now you're trying to rally again to test it. Okay. All right. So we'll keep an eye on it. But I still have concerns until you get above this level, and you could understand why, right? Historical price action between those levels. So, okay. Hey, the road to a reversal has to start somewhere. And I don't think we're out of the woods yet, but hey, at least you didn't collapse with the stock market, okay? At least you didn't make your lowest levels. Well, actually, you did. You did make, you know what's crazy? Literally yesterday was the lowest candle close since December of 2020. That happened. That was real. That was bad. Really bad.
Pump for the entire crypto market, and if the whales know it beforehand, XRP is ahead.
What's up? Is a thanks, man. Oh, sorry, that ticker is it working now? It should be good now. I don't know. Happens. Yeah, they're both going. The tickers. Rumors, I don't know, dude. I think it was something. I think the actual catalyst for XRP was the Ethereum merge. You know, like And I'm saying that because XRP was doing very similar things to many other altcoins in this market, where they were falling below supports and then rallying back above and then back testing mass support. But something happened. The merge occurred, and then altcoins, most of them started dumping with Bitcoin, with the stock market. XRP held its support, 32.5 cents. We had discussed a few days ago what was going, because we look at XRP every day, right? And it was Bitcoin's below its key inflection point. Ethereum was below its key inflection point. And in fact, as of last night or as of yesterday, hit the next level. Nice. Straight down, straight up, right? XRP, though, was above its key inflection point. In fact, was back testing that support. That's nice. That's good price action. That's good local price action you want to see before reversal. And it just so happens that XRP caught bids. But it was only after Ethereum merged. XLM was amazing too, right? Was at the bottom of a range. Not many look like that. In fact, doing some scanning today on crypto, my God, it's all over the place, man. Most kind of look like garbage, but then some are like, dang, man. Some are at like 886s and sitting there, maybe reacting some, like Bitcoin. Some are just like hands off, nothing to look at, so crap. I mean, we could maybe scan through them today to kind of show you just the difference. Not all altcoins created equal. But, all right. Hopium back on the table just a little bit, man. It's like a methadone clinic, all right? We got to wean you off the hopium. We'll give you some what is it? Hopadone, right? We'll give you some hopadone. Not hopium, but hopadone. We'll wean you off, all right? We get back above 19,891, then we'll get back to the real hopium, okay? That's it for your Bitcoin. I'll tell you, I am a little surprised to see the decoupling for now, okay? The decoupling of crypto and equities. Okay, let's go to Ethereum, right? Ethereum. Something happened on Ethereum. It hit 1223, like the Jesus, man. Like, perfect, right? It hit 1221. It was, right, $2. It was perfect. These areas are here for a reason, right? And I mean, like, look what happened. You lose the support of 1420, eventually make your way down to the next one. It did it. You know what 1223 is, right? 1223 is the dead cat bounce from 2018. Right here. It's been here forever. It was regarded as support, and look how far since you held it, since you bounced off of it, 9% up. Beautiful. Something developed down there, which is really cool. Triple divergence on the 4-hour. 1, 2, 3. And it's really cool, the RSI. You were oversold twice, and you just barely nicked that oversold territory on the second time. Right? That's nice. That's some nice divergence on the 4-hour. Bullish engulfing candle after backtesting 1266, which 1266 is more of a local resistance. It's a high from June 14th. Correlation June 26th, July 8th. Once you broke back above that, you have now back tested it for a good 8 hours and engulfed, and now you're catching a little fall through after this engulfing candle. Okay, so if you're above 1266, 1223, you could always run straight to 1420. That's always possible, right? Because the history of it, a lot of straight up and down, a lot of up and down, thin order book till 1420. So up 7% today. And again, off its lows, over 9% up. But it's crazy. The volatility, man, in the past, it's been over 24 hours now, about 24 hours. Bitcoin has seen it was like 6 times it saw over 5% swings in 24-hour period. The volatility, man, it's mind-numbing. Mind-numbing volatility, at least locally. Crazy swings. Okay. So I just want to show you that. Cool story on the 4-hour, but the daily, daily isn't, you're engulfing, I think. Yeah, you are trying to bullishly engulf your previous candle. You could start developing divergence, at least on the MACD histogram, if it catches fall through. But my concern is this thing could rally all the way to 1680. It could technically go to 1728, and this is still a valid potential wave structure, right? Because the high is 7. The only way it becomes invalid is like 1786. It breaks that. So Again, I'm still thinking the target on Ethereum is 1,020, 1,014 down here. You broke the bad action magnet move. You might back test 1420, but I have no, like, again, there's some hopium on Bitcoin because 886 has been hit, like, right? Bitcoin is down here at its pattern completion zone of its own harmonic. Okay, do you get that? It is there, and it's not just there. It's like down here, and then it's actually making like a type 2 return down here. You see, that's why Bitcoin there's a glimmer of hope for Bitcoin. Ethereum, there's no hope. It's like nothing even makes sense till $1,020. So I don't really know how that's going to play out on Ethereum. You know, so it's kind of like hands off Ethereum right now. Bitcoin's going to be probably, if you're talking about a potential lower risk entry for trying to call a bottom, I mean, Bitcoin's a better bet than Ethereum. That's all I can say about the two, okay? Again, Ethereum's up 6+%. All right, let's go to total market cap, man, right? Sound clip, right? Jonathan, how we doing?
I like turtles.
Is that it?
There's bears out here.
Yeah, there's still bears out here, man. Still bears out here. Yeah. We'll look at total right after that XRP, dude. Sorry. Yeah, I probably should have looked at XRP first in the stream. I'm sorry. We'll go to it right after this. Okay. So here's your total market cap 4 hour. That triple divergence, it's identical. MACD histogram to Ethereum's 1 and 2, and then yeah, some divergence there on the lower low. I figured we were gonna get to 840. We just didn't get there. We were so close, man. I mean, how far away were? I think we're still gonna get there eventually. You understand? We were at 1.4% away from the targeted area, where we right straight up, straight down. So okay, yeah, so didn't quite get there yet, but I think you will.
It appears Pulse Dogecoin is leading the entire crypto space to the promised land. We not eat-ins our bugs today, boys.
All right, Chris Blunt, man. Yeah, dude. Pulse Meloche, just shining. Yeah, it's doing well, man. It's doing well. Thank you, dude. Appreciate the contribution, for real. Okay, so heartline, you're not above the heartline. If you break it, yeah, you might have a rally to 960. Yeah, you definitely, dude, again, in between this level, if you're in the middle, flip your coin 840, flip your coin 960. Okay. But we just know that the key levels. You almost hit it, but you didn't. So I think in time you will see 840. Just not yet, man. Not yet.
Grandma said that the best way to catch bottoms is when there is no sellers left.
What's up, Marbob, dude? Yeah, Grandma said that? Are you sure? Was that Grandma? I'll have to call her and ask. Because I am blessed enough to still have Grandma. You have Grandma. Be grateful while you still got her. A lot of people don't. Thanks, Marbob, for the 10. So let's go to XRP. Let's get this going, man. Let's just real quick. Let's get some Jesus chimes for XRP, because I mean that's gorgeous, beautiful, dude. Congrats to the XRP holders. You've been destroyed countless times this year. I mean, really for the past few years. But today is your day. The past week is your day. Since the Ethereum, you can say the Ethereum merge has been the best thing to ever happen to you lately, okay? And there were many assets that were regarding their own levels, just like XRP. And then when the equity market sold off, they did not hold like XRP. They continued to sell off, and they started making lower lows, okay? They disrespected their inflection points from history, but XRP did not. It was beautiful. This is a textbook spring back test of spring, really locally, spring back test. Perfect with the engulfing. Look at the volume on the rally. It's beautiful. And the 200-day simple moving average has been achieved. That you figured that's where it could be going, getting above 39.40 cents. If it breaks this, man, there's a possibility of 58 cents. Yeah, I mean 50 cents is there, right? But I mean 58 cents could very well be the next level if this continues. All right. I think there was a channel, a down sloping channel that was breached as well. I don't know if we look at this. Yeah, something like that. Where you got 1 and 2 initial touches, and then you got an up thrust, a couple up thrusts, even a back test. And yeah, wow, it's crazy. I didn't notice when you sprung and you back tested the spring, you actually broke that supply line. So you do have some sort of breakout occurring. And you're testing the 200-day simple moving average today for the first time since March 29th. It's been a long time, man, many, many months. But here you are, doing things. And at the same time, it was an undeniable 886. But many assets and doing the same thing as XRP. But XRP is catching bids, right? Many assets have hit 886s. They hit 886s in May. Oh my God, dude, hold on. Got sirens, dude. Got sirens. So you got to say, man, King said it was a big old harmonic too. Scott Carney harmonic, a big old bat, bullish bat pattern. Completed, did nothing for what, 5 months or so? 4 months, and has finally decided it's time to rise.
Check XRP to BTC breaking trend line.
I'll do that right now. Why not, man? Regular trend line. This is a place I haven't been to in a long, long time, dude. XRP to BTC, mother. Dude, it was really amazing, dude. Holy crap. Dude, screw the trend line. Screw the trend line. Look what's happened. Look at this zone, right? All the way back from December of 2013. 2013. Inflection that was where it was created. Ever since then, price action has correlated to that level pretty heavily. As you can see, a candle close right there, 2017. Oh my God, throughout history, for years it's been regarded. And here it is again. My God, you talk about spring back test. Look at this, break above, pretty much back tested it here. Now you're running highest levels you've seen since September of 2021. It's been an entire year since XRP to BTC has been at these levels. Was it 2.4 million sats or something like that? I guess. A trend line broken. I don't. Dude, how do you draw a trend line that makes any sense here? Okay. You talking about just 1 and 2, like a bump and run or something like here? Like 1 and 2? Nah, no break there. I'm not really concerned with that. I'm concerned with this. It's so crazy, man. Beautiful. You would say, looking left, my God, there's not much here, is there? I mean, look, down, up, down, up. Look at this, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. When you broke it, it was resistance before rolling over and going straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. That's where you could be headed. You could be headed 3.7 million eventually. If we're just looking at historical performance between two levels and just walked you through it. Right? That's not out of the realm of possibility. But it's up 16.65%, which is hilarious because XRP to USD is up 20+%. Okay. All right. Can we get some hype in the chat for XRP doing things? And even on the, I love it, right? That's crazy good. I wish it's my own fault for not looking at it, you know, but it was holding. Definitely. Good stuff. XRP peoples. Good stuff. Okay, so you spent maybe let's go to the weekly. Is there anything else under the hood? Just besides that level, man. Look, the weekly candle low close from 2013 was back tested as support before this happened. That chat, I don't care if it's XRP or it's Google or it's gold or it's GameStop. GameStop did something very similar before it went up over like 1,000% or whatever. In the summer of 2020 it started. That's when the spring back test happened. I don't care where it is. The whole reason for my existence is to help you understand what can be amazing and what can happen after amazing happens. And what's amazing is when a level from years ago is broken back above and then regarded as support. It's like one of the strongest indicators that exist. Now, if you have some sort of edge or bullish divergence going on at the same time, it's even stronger. But it's all about the spring. It's all about the back test of the spring. It's the reconfirmation that a level from history, you broke it. Oh no, we might be in trouble, man. And then you got back above it. And then when market participants back tested as support, that is them gaining the reconfirmation they need, that that level from support is support again. And then soon it can ride. It can be really fast too. It can happen immediately almost. But this time it took a while, right? It went from June. I mean, it took 3 months for it to finally start accelerating. And again, I think it's all about that merge. Something happened when the merge occurred. And I bet we could look at, why not, where XRP is in the stream title. How about we look at XRP to ETH, something I never do, dude. Yeah, look at this. It's no doubt. Okay, so yeah, up 15% in 2 weeks. XRP to ETH is up 88%. Okay, so XRP to Ethereum is up 88% just randomly as the Ethereum merge happens, right? Not before, during and after. 88%. Wow.
You have to go log chart to see the trend line XRP/BTC.
Don't tell me what to do. No, I'm just kidding, man. Thanks, Dustin. Appreciate it. Oops. So I'm just saying, you know, it is cool that even still it held. Wow, you talk about a spring back test. I know it happened multiple times, but you see here, right? This is beautiful. A tweezer bottom of sorts too. Right, I know it took a minute, right? It took 3 times. You're like, dang, man. But that's real life. You know, a level from January 2021. It's been a long time, right? How it rallied, hit a resistance. But what was the resistance? It was the wick low from 2017. Yeah, look at that. And then sold off and came right back to the level and held it again. And then it was gone. Beautiful. So, you know, upside, you're pretty much at it. Like a candle high close from January 2021. And above that, whoa, boy, that's where things get interesting. Right here, 52.31 ways. If you break 37.77, it could be another straight line up to, you know, it could be another 38% upside if it breaks this level here. All right. Triple bottom behavior, right? 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, man. Whew. On the weekly, by the way. Wow. Good stuff. All right. Speaking of 3 times, how about we take a look at the 4-hour on Algorand that was, remember, we were looking at this. It did it, man. It was at the bottom of the range and it showed the 3rd low and had hidden bullish divergence on that 3rd low. That's some good stuff, man. Since that classic accumulation structure was confirmed, man, it's run and it's trying to break this low from May, this high from June 26th. But still, you know, right around struggling at 37.17. So interesting. And not many look like this. It's kind of rare. I mean, they're all up today, but I'm telling you, some are in terrible shape, in bad positions, not at good levels, and some are in very interesting levels that were at interesting levels like this. Okay, XLM again was amazing. Let's go to XLM. It was a similar type of range. Up 11%. My God, talk about the Jesus, dude, right? You complete a harmonic, pretty much type 2. You jump across the creek, you rally, you sell off, you make a higher low, and on the higher low, you make hidden bullish divergence on the oscillators, but you just barely tap the top of the zone. It's beautiful. And then a 3rd low even, and now you've hit the top of the range, and that's where you are. Right? The bottom and the top, you're range bound. That's what you're looking for at bottom of ranges, this type of price action, okay? It's universal truth. It's not just XLM. What, you think I learned about all this stuff by studying it, and all the examples are from cryptocurrencies in textbooks? Good God, no, man. This is stuff that goes back to the 1920s. Richard Wyckoff stuff. And look how it's being applied on an untraditional market. I can't believe it. You should, because it does happen. Not always, but sometimes when it plays out, look what can occur. Pretty cool, man. Whew. All right, we got less than 30 minutes to your daily candle close, where it's been an exceptional day for crypto collectively. Yeah, collectively really nice. Stuff like Zcash, it hits the bot. Look, chat. And at one time it was we were talking about, hey man, XLM and Theta, or not Theta, maybe kind of Theta, HBAR were kind of okay because they were at the bottom of the ranges, and then at the same time you had Zcash that wasn't. It's like, well, we can't really do anything yet because the lowest risk, the places where you want to look for a long on Zcash is at the bottom of the range, if anything. And look what you've done. Look at the price action so far. Again, if Bitcoin has a bad day, probably not going to end well for Zcash, but I'm just saying, right? This one's hit the bottom of the trading range, finally. When many others were already at the bottom of their trading range, this one wasn't, and now it's made it. Now it's up 5.84% off that low, and let's see what happens, man. If it's just going to do what it's done, it could make its way to $68 to $70. So there could be, if it catches fall through, which it may not, 20 to 23% upside, maybe. Okay. Let's see it. BNB, look at it. It's a large market cap coin, of course. Well, BNB, not at a strategic level at all, is trying to, it's showing divergence, and it's trying to hang on to a local low from September 7th, and it's rallying some, 4.28%, kind of underperforming a lot of things today, but hey, good rally. But again, if you're just talking about trying to take a swing trade, you're just looking for assets to be at inflection point. Zcash, you're looking for it to be at that low. It's not there, unfortunately. Not there, unfortunately. But hey, man, if it's trying to confirm a bottom, it could rally from here. It just all depends on if Bitcoin can get above 19,891, you got a chance. If Bitcoin can't get above 19,891, we have another bad day with the equities market. The volatility index starts spiking. Everything's going to correlate to 1. And again, people are like, what's happening? Why is crypto doing this? And why is gold hanging on? But why are the index funds dumping? I think the VIX is the ticket, man. I think the VIX is it's kind of the key to the situation, where if the volatility starts rising, everything's going to correlate to 1 and everything's going to dump together. But when that VIX is so sedated and suppressed, not everything's going to correlate to 1. So you're seeing that. But the VIX is continuously showing accumulation and higher lows above a 200-day moving average. Like, what? So cool here, but and maybe trying to put in a second low, confirmation low, to begin a wave up. But it's just kind of happening in a weird spot that you would think a better spot's 220 or $200. Okay. BNB, XRP, Sol again. It's just like I don't care if it goes up. I mean, yes, look what it's doing. It's trying to put in a second low. It's trying to hang on to this local low. Yeah, it definitely is. It's above it right now, isn't it? This low from June 30th. You're holding once, you're trying to hold twice. For now.
Hey Mitch, can we take a look at DPLS please? As always, much appreciated.
Yeah, dude. We will look at DPLS. Thank you, dude. I mean, cool, dude. Sol, if it does what it's done, you can see the order book straight down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It could go up. It could go to 37.37 again from here. It could. Below $31. It's over. Above $31. just looking at the history, it could go to $37 again. Wow. But I'm just saying, its sheer underperformance is kind of concerning, you know. The only way it gets to 37 is Bitcoin probably goes to over $20,000. Do you get that? Bitcoin would have to go to $20,000 plus for Sol to even have a chance of seeing 37. So nice for now. Maybe you're confirming a bottom at a local low. Certainly not a historical low. Or you can see history. It's only up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, right? That's it. 20 bucks, long-term target. It's still below the 200 moving average even on the 4 hour. Doge. Doge is up, man.
There's nothing we can do about it. It's German technology mixed with German witchcraft using the Berlin Wall as its foundation.
So, Bildel, Baker, you did it, man. Oh, interesting, dude. Well, please leave out the other aspects of German history, really, and German current policy. Leave those things out. Thank you. But yeah, German engineering, okay, that's cool. I don't know about the witchcraft stuff, but Doge just hanging on to this July 13th low. It's above it. If it's above it, it could very well go to 6.5 cents. But below 6.5 cents, you can't be bullish. Nope. Sorry, dude. I can't be bullish. I mean, above 6.5 cents, we should talk. We'll talk about Doge because it's got a good chance of seeing 7.8 cents. My God. But below that, always run the risk of seeing 4.2 cents eventually, like just like Bitcoin being below 19,891, 19,650 too long. You could see 17K or lower in time, like could be fast. But cool story for now on Doge, not collapsing because Bitcoin's not collapsing. But the stock market kind of is. And that's an anomaly for now. Doge and then DOT. See, DOT's one where it's not great. I mean, it's below the inflection point. It's not good. It's in an area where hands off. You want nothing to do with DOT right now. I'm sorry. You just don't. This thing could be going to 553 and that would make sense. Yeah, it hit it hit this low from July 13th. It did it, man. But until it gets above 685, I want nothing to do with DOT. I love DOT. It was doing some really good stuff, and now I don't like DOT. Until the data presents itself that would make me like it again. When it gets back above this level, it's below it, man. Look at the price action you've got in history. Straight up, straight down. That's it. So you run the risk of seeing straight down again. And this price action today is terrible. It's like, just what is happening, man? It's not good. It's up 5% though. Over 5%. I can't even tell, man. Give me my microscope, dude. All right, so those are some of your bigger altcoins that we look at daily. Kind of took a detour for some nice performers and some interesting looking charts. Let's go to the S&P 500. Because this is bad, man, right? Your lowest 4-hour candle close since June 23rd. So Bildel, thanks again, man, for the continuous contributions. I think that's like three separate contributions to the stream. Thank you, man. Thank you. So you see where traders settled up today, where their positions closed. You look left. June 23rd, right there. That's the last time we've seen prices this low at close. Yeah. So there's a gap. There's a target. 36.74 is the target. This gap filled. You know what you did today that's so disgusting? Okay, so there was a gap fill. You filled a gap yesterday. You even back tested the gap fill as resistance, and then you did it again twice today. Like on the 4-hour, look, or I guess it's today. Never mind, twice today. Wow, that's so bad, man. 2 times, 2 4-hour candles went and tested the gap fill as resistance. And on the second attempt, look at the rejection. Look at the selling pressure that came in after just merely testing that level. Crazy, man. Gap fill. So, of course, anytime a rally could ensue, low volume scrub, illiquid trash rally. Okay, but I'm just saying, like, if we're talking about targeting, you would think the gap fill at 36.74, and then, you know, whatever, it rallies, makes a lower high, and then, you know, next week or 2 weeks from now we see 36.74. But, you know, you're just think you're going to test the lows, and you may break them. You may break to the lowest low. What historical data tells us is in downtrend years, the majority of the bottoms get put in after the month of August, not before. That's just historical data. That's not my opinion. That's just, so you would think if you just followed historical data, it is more probable we will put in a low after August, because that's what's happened the majority of the times. I think only 5 out of 22 different bear markets did the bottom get put in before August, okay? 5 out of 22 times. Got 17 minutes till your daily close. All right, just checking out a market that is not the same as crypto currently. That's your S&P. Let's go to Dow Jones. Get through them like we do. Lowest daily candle close on the Dow Jones. Lowest 4-hour candle close on the Dow Jones since June 16th. You know what the target is. The target is a daily and 4-hour gap fill around 29,880. I think you're going to get it. Look how you're just crazy, man. Like, the divergence was forming, and then the negative momentum just started building again. Just started dumping. So it's like there is no divergence yet. Here's the issue, you know, like these index funds on the 4-hour are not oversold. They're close, 30.6. I mean, there's an infinitesimal amount to go until you are oversold, but you're not technically. So the gap fills target 29,891. It's been that. Like, the first target on the way down was this gap fill. You hit it, you've just collapsed, and now you're going to the next one. I don't know what's going to happen there. I think you're going to retest the lows, but I think you're going to test eventually. It may take a while, but you're going to eventually test Valentine's Day 2020. Or really the day before Valentine's Day started. February 13th, Valentine's Day Eve. What were you doing? What were you doing before the great collapse, COVID crash? You're about to go test those levels again. It seemed likely. You could go to the daily and look at this, and you're not oversold on the daily, but you're certainly in the bearish control zone. Your lowest RSI since June 16th. Lowest daily candle close since June 17th. There's the target. You're on your way. Do you see why it seems pretty probable we'll be testing the COVID crash low soon? There's just, you go to the weekly even, there's nothing here, man. It's a straight line up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Test the lows, man. You're in a well-confirmed downtrend. Classic distribution going on. It's been going on, man. Where you been? Been bearish with confirmation since late March, early April, when you were testing levels as resistance after making lower lows, and then lower highs were confirmed. That was it. Been bearish ever since, because we had the technicals to tell us it wasn't our opinion on things. Okay, you can't say completely bearish, bear trend, January 3rd. You can't say that. It just made its highest high of all time. Then it sells off, dumps really hard, and makes the same low. You still don't know. The trend is not reversed yet. Even when you made a lower high February 10th, you didn't really know. But when you made that lower low after making the lower high, that's when the argument, that's when the transition of the trend began. And you rallied once more. S&P kind of made a higher high, but the Dow Jones certainly made a lower high. And even locally, man, the high, you double topped right here. Look at the 200-day moving average, bearish engulfing candle rejecting that high from May 10th. That was when it was over. That was when full on bearish for the market, and look ever since. You know, you've had bear market rallies and stuff in here, but downtrend continues. Okay. NASDAQ had its lowest daily candle close. Truly? Do you even believe me? God, it's so tough with all these like gaps and candle closes and stuff. Let's see. It was the lowest candle close since June 30th. The target's 10,823. Yeah, 10,823. I think you're going to go test them, even if you hold and you rally berserk, right? Still, that's the target. It's been the target. When you're below 11.9, 12K, what was the word? What was the only thing to say? Only bearish. That's it. Only bearish. And you see why, because historical price action tells us the only thing that happens is up and down, straight up and down. And you're going straight down. Only after a really nice bull trap. That was a beautiful, legendary bull trap. It went up and tested the supply line as reconfirmed the supply line's validity as resistance again. Nice. Okay, Russell 2000. Really bad, dude. Really, really bad. Down 2.26%. I guess institutions have massive puts, shorts on this thing. Okay, lowest levels since mid-July. But it's really scary here, okay? So the other ones, right? The other three, they haven't quite hit the inflection points. And this one's working on testing inflection points the others haven't yet. Once 1717 breaks, chat, and we catch some follow through, 1607, 1464. Okay. We got a real big problem here on the Russell 2000, which is this is like, you know, most of these are like American, they're all American stocks. This is not good, man. Really dangerous levels here. You closed right at it. Not just the old supply line you had a breakout of, but again, it's that pre-COVID crash peak from January 21st, 2020. Closed right at it. Once that breaks, bye-bye. You can only imagine 1608, because look at history. 2018 peaks and multiple peaks in 2019, even a peak in 2020. That's where you're probably headed after this. So if it breaks, downside potential on the Russell 2000, got about 6.5% downside. Yikes. Imagine what's happening to individual assets confined within this, right? That, you know, this is an index fund, so it's an aggregate of many different individual stocks. Imagine what's happening to them if this breaks support. They're getting nuked. And this, again, is like why it's really tough to be bullish on crypto right now. It's like, how can you? It's really tough. It's okay to be cautious about crypto, even though we had the nice pump, dude. Bitcoin's up 5%. Again, it swung over 5% in less than 24 hours, 5-6 different times yesterday, in the past 24 hours anyway. Insane. Insane volatility for crypto locally, for Bitcoin locally. But nothing bullish at all. Not even a glimmer of hope, I think, on the Russell 2000. Let's see, man. Maybe we just get this crazy engulfing candle tomorrow, but who's going to be buying it, dude? Who? There's a buyer strike going on. Okay. Let's go to gold. Everyone wants to know gold. Gold's hanging in there. It's trying. It's trying so hard, man. But at the same time, with all its effort, all these market participants are, my God, man. The only thing that it's doing, and yeah, it's like, wow, we got some like nice divergence developing on the daily MACD histogram, but it could play out, dude, and that's great. But you have, just like Bitcoin below 19,891, you can't be bullish on Bitcoin below 19,891 because history tells us what happens normally below that level long enough. Just like gold, what happens below 1677? Well, straight up, the test, straight down, straight up, and look left even further, only up and down. It's really never pivoted here, like history. This is why the hard target's 1522 anyway. It's been that way since we broke below 1788, and you even just got a bearish back test of this level as resistance. If you don't remember, it was perfect. You went straight down to the support, then rallied to the resistance, hidden bearish divergence, and dumped, and now you're below that level. So if this stays here too long, you run the risk of seeing much more downside on gold. We're talking from where you are now, you have another 9% downside on gold based on historical price action only, not my opinion.
TMRW. More pain to come. Wins by 360. Winking face.
It's ever you and Matt. What's up, dude? Thought I already clipper langed it. You speaking again tomorrow? Okay, well, pump then, dude. It's stupid. Like your intraday price action, I'm not concerned about. I'm concerned about the trend that is very well established, and it's been that way at least since late March when it was confirmed. You're gonna have up and down. The market's so illiquid now. Interest rates go up, liquidity dumps. Right today, hit another multi-year high, highest level 30-year fixed mortgage rate since 2008. I think we hit 6.62%. Yikes. The higher these interest rates go, the less liquidity there's going to be in these markets, which equals crazy moves can happen. But ultimately, the trend's your friend and it's down. So it's going to make down moves, right? The only people getting hurt there are like crazy degen call put buyers, that whatever have expirations the day of, right? Those people can get hurt. But I'm saying, man, stick with the downtrend. It's still down. Fed's telling us, don't fight the Fed, right? Many people said that, cliche at this point. But that's not going to be good for gold either. That's going to be terrible for gold and silver on paper. Maybe not, maybe real gold. I think real gold and silver are probably decent stores of value. But paper-wise, this is only bearish until we break back above 1682 and maybe even break a supply line. You can't be bullish until those things happen. You can't, it's not even bullish then. The trend's not reversing if you get above 1682. You have to make consecutive higher highs, higher lows before the trend becomes bullish again on gold and everything else, really, including Bitcoin. So you are in the bearish control zone on gold on the daily, and you're below support. Better be careful. But if happenstance tomorrow, gold has a massive engulfing candle, gets above 1677, 1682, we're going to be talking about it, and we're going to be discussing how big that is and how much more work has to be done. All right, that's gold, dude. We got 6 minutes, less than 7 minutes till your daily candle close. If you're enjoying the live stream, the coverage of all this insanity, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. The Tower of Berador is watching you. If you don't hit the like button, that bell, that sub, Sauron will haunt your dreams. Okay, because the Tower of Berador is not quite complete. His strength is not yet fully gained, but if you're patient, you will see it, okay? Whew, we've been going, man. We've been going strong. All right, I guess we can go to silver if you want. Silver's only bearish. There's nothing even to talk about. Silver is bearish below a certain level. Yeah, silver below 1982, nothing to do. It's really below 20 bucks. Let me show you. It's all about the monthly on silver, okay? The monthly sets you free. You don't even have to ask questions, okay? It's right here. Okay, if you're below 1982, $19.82, February 2008's candle high close, you can clearly see the price action you receive below it, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. If it's formally back testing and as resistance, we got about a week left in this candle. So you be paying attention to this $19.82 level. But remember what happened. August, we broke it with a bearish engulfing candle. We broke below the 200-month moving average. And now we are formally back testing this level as resistance again. And if it stays this way, you have a target, downside target of 1387, which is a full reset, which would give you from your COVID crash low to the high an 88% retrace, which would be perfect for a potential entry for a long. But this might take a year and a half to get down there because each candle here represents 1 month, 30 days or so. Okay. Silver, yeah, somewhat better than gold, I guess. Not really, though. Not really. The next 7 days and 22 hours, very important for silver. Because, if you break 1982, we understand price action is straight up and down and up and down. It could very well go up again, but it's not occurred yet, so you gotta be paying attention. It requires your attention. So let's look at a couple of these requests. People be like, is that never head shoulders on silver? It's like, I mean, it looks like that, but dude, again, you're just testing and testing and testing.
Whose jerseys are in the background?
Stephen M, those are my jerseys. My jerseys. Thank you, dude. One is from my high school and one's from college. Thank you, dude. All right, but yeah, dude, look, if anything, you can almost see this. I mean, it's not off base. It's an 886 locally. It's almost just like, yeah, 1618. Look at this. I mean, you can't rule it out yet. I hope it breaks it and goes to moon, but this is where you are. I mean, you are sharking here. I don't know if I flipped the chart over. I knew the trend was so bearish. I don't know. I'm not really that concerned about it. I look at gold. I know what's going on with interest rates, the Fed, and all that. I can't be bullish on silver right now. Look how well the bearish dragon played at it, like the Jesus, man. It almost hit the third target. It was so close. That's an outperformance target, the third one.
Can you look at used crew? Potential to hit levels of 09 and 98 inches?
So Jeffrey, man. Yeah, look at the US dollar to the Korean won. Yeah. Which, yesterday was a calamitous day for foreign currencies. And maybe we should look at some of them. Okay, because the euro hit fresh 20-year lows yesterday. It's just hanging on, doing nothing. What a beautiful downtrend. Look at this. It's like, put this on your refrigerator. Make it the background of your cell phone, right? Like, of your screen. Your screensaver is this, the euro to the US dollar downtrend. Fantastic. Hitting the heart line right now, I guess. Cool story. And again, there's the target's 96.9 to 96.7. Look at history. History tells us that is the target. I think I have to go to the daily because it's so far back, man. My God. Here it is. The only thing left is here. This is it, man. Just wait and you'll see it. But it's like the damage is done on the euro, right? Most of it, God. But the Great Britain pound and the Thai baht and other currencies, there's an Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. They're in a lot of trouble, and they got 8 to 10% plus downside on them. We're talking about, look at the Australian dollar to the US dollar. Look at this. This asset has done it. It's broken the support of supports. Talking about support, the resistance that goes back to 2003. You're below it, man. There's nothing to do until 63.675. Nothing to do. Because it's a one swing low from August 2003. You go there, you don't hold it, you go straight down to 60 cents. 60 cents to $1, $1 US dollar. So far, for the Australian dollar, really, since February 2021, it's lost 17% of its value. Imagine being Australian and your life savings is in Australian dollars. How much money you've lost or purchasing power you've lost because of this. And how much further down it could go from here. All right, Jesus chimes, we got a new day. Good Lord. Bad news, man. Until you get above 68.273 cents, you can't be bullish here because history tells us straight down to the next level in time if you're patient. And it's like Great Britain pound, same thing. The same thing. Oh my God, look at this. I arrived in the UK, and since my trip in the UK, it is hard to believe that since I went to the UK earlier this year, the Great Britain pound to the US dollar has lost 14% of its value. That's crazy, man. That's insane. You go back, I guess, right? But look what's happened here. This is the chart. Okay, just hear me out. This chart, this is all the data it has. It's all-time lows on this chart. But I'm gonna show you. And really, look what's happened. This channel that was pretty well respected, you broke it. And look what you did yesterday. You broke it 2 days ago, and then yesterday you back tested the old should have been demand line as a supply line now in no man's land. And I'll show you, you'll see. You gotta look at the US dollar, the gripper and pound, because that's where all the data is. And there's an 1985 peak, and that's your last level. Let me show you here. There's nothing left, man. Nothing left until 96 cents. Here it is.
You think Atom can pull a KNC with BTC and ETH moving?
Maybe, yeah. At the same time, yeah. Oh, I definitely think it could pull a KNC like on a dump. Yeah, for sure. It hit 3 targets, the trade setup, and it has not gone beyond that. It's confirmed a top there. It barely engulfed below the 200-day moving average and a key inflection point, which was the 3rd target of the trade setup. We can look at it, Mindell. Okay, thank you, man, for the contribution. Thanks. Okay, so you see straight up, straight down. That's the only history that exists. Now you can't. There's these gaps, but this is the high. Okay, 1985. What a year. Up and down. Well, why not up and down again? If it respects the TA, you have. You can't believe it, right? It's almost unbelievable, right? You can't believe the fact that how bad it's been, right? It could get 8.22% worse if it just runs to the next resistance. This is a currency pair, man. It's in some S coin. That's what's crazy. Dude, since May of 2021, this is what's the hardest thing to believe. That since then, it's down 26% since May of 2021 to the US dollar. I feel really bad, man. Those are my brothers, man. That's like my bloodline. English, dude. Scottish, a little Irish. And you know, like that's why I went, man. Ancestral Awakening, going there, and it was such a fun time. And since I've been there, down 14%. But it's not just that, man. Australian dollar, Great Britain pound, and then you got Canadian dollar that's also broken a key support. Spending a little time here, man. Okay, if you'll forgive me. These are massive things going on.
1985, the Soros crash.
How startling is that, right? It was like a massive event that occurred, and you're just grinding on up. Yes, Boozy, that's the good comment. Yeah, the Bank of England, the first bank, I think, in the world to actually publicly declare that the UK or their country, a country's in a recession. No more gaslighting. But, you know, I think the Bank of England's always been the most based or the most honest of the central banks. They've been saying some bad, ominous stuff most of the year, and others haven't, dude. Others just in denial because they care about saving face, I think, more than actual reality. Okay. So it's really right here, you know. I mean, you just look at this level, how close you are. You're standing.
We are going for an IMF bailout.
Let's go, Anonymous, man. Let's do it, man. You're not cool unless you get bailed out by the IMF. I'm in the chat. Right, you see it, you have like, and maybe it bounces. Hey, dude, Canadian, I don't know how with the leadership there or anywhere else in the West. I don't know why anything would change, right? But you're talking about, you had a buying climax. Okay, nice buying climax. But then how many times you got to see distribution confirmed after the buying climax? That's, and now we're working on, you got a base of buying. Once the buy wall, once the absorption of the remaining demand is complete, boom, massive markdown, trend reversed. Yeah, I think the trend's reversed already on this. It was nice and long way down. Look at the price action. Straight down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Down. That's it. The target's 102. Oh, what am I looking at? The Canadian dollar, the SGD. Whoops. What the? Sorry, I must have just misclicked. I'm like, where's all my data on this anyway? I guess it's. Okay, I think maybe looking at IDC. Yeah. Okay. Canadian dollar, US dollar. Support's broken. You're going to 73 cents. So $1 and then, you know, eventually 72. And then, my God, you could eventually see 68 cents. Things get bad. Talk about distribution, Larry. Look at that 200-day moving average being rejected, regarded as resistance. Ugly, man. You can talk about a full reset on a currency pair, 886, 69.88 cents. Imagine how screwed poor Canadians are going to be if a full reset happens. Central bullish bat. God. I mean, it's one thing to look at, hey, a scam coin crashed, haha, haha, scam coin, scammers. But this is another thing, man. This is not, I find no kind of, I don't find any like pleasure or any kind of like, it's just serious. It's very serious stuff and doesn't make me happy at all. Okay, let's go back to Bitcoin because you're, you know, I missed it. You're local on the lates. Top of the hour, beyond top of the hour. Here it is. Bitcoin closed the day, technically engulfing, covering the previous candle. Nice, but the problem is still below 19,891. So you can't be bullish yet. You just can't. Not yet. I am completely willing to miss out on $1,000, a few $100s, just to be able to understand that where we are is above a key inflection point, a previous cycle top. Okay, I'm okay missing out on that. But if you get above it and you back test it and you hold it and you start rallying for real, hey man, I'm gonna be here to identify the spring and the back test of the spring. And then you could set up a strategic stop loss below 19,650 and let it ride. But until that happens, only bearish right now, even after an engulfing and even after you're still trying to develop maybe some classic bullish divergence. It's about the levels, man. It's always been about that. But there is hopium because of the shark and the type 2 return with the divergence developing. Okay, it's there. It's nothing like Ethereum. Ethereum's hands off, bearish till $1,000 no matter what. If you were gonna try to take a long on something, it'd be Bitcoin way over Ethereum. It just would. Talking about strategic entries, things you identify on a chart. It doesn't matter if it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, any crypto, any Forex pair, any commodity, any equity. Same thing. This one's showing something, but again, I have concerns below this level, reservations, and I'm not gonna be bullish until it breaks that and holds it and back tests it, and that's it. Whew. Are we cool, everyone? Y'all having a good day? Haven't really looked at chat much because we've been rolling, man. Right? I've been the stream. I feel like Irwin Coffee's flowing through my veins. And we've been able to look at all the comings and goings, the ups and the downs. Still inside the downtrend, still below the key inflection point. Break both of them, I'm gonna feel real good, but not until then. And not even real good because you're not even confirming a bull trend yet. You're just doing some bullish things in a bear trend. And we know like above 19,891, if there's enough demand, straight up, straight down. But we understand this summer, there was such little demand that happened. You failed. Some soy boy 2020 4-hour high from December 2020 was the top, was the resistance. You rolled over again. So it's like, we know above 19,891, we can go to 25K, we can go to 28.8. Who's going to be the person buying it? You know, because there's a buyer strike on equities. It's getting real scary on equities, actually, technically. Okay, Ethereum, it's top of the hour. Did you engulf? You technically engulfed. You could start developing bullish divergence. You know you have some 4-hour divergence already. You held a key inflection point, right? It was beautiful. When you break 1420 in time, 1223 to 1266, it happened. When you hit 1223, you bounced. You developed some more divergence. But who cares? It could go to 1420 again. I don't care. Not concerned. In time, the target, 1,020 to $1,000. That's your target from here in time. No matter what happens, is most likely it's going to put in a lower high than previous highs and roll over again and make a lower low. It's downtrending right now, and it's broken a bad action magnet move, which is, you know, the B point from August 28th, 29th. 1420. So, you know, hey, let's look at XRP because it's earned top of the hour. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Really is gorgeous. Hit that 200-day moving average, and that's about where it stopped. Okay, yeah, it actually breached it. Remember, hits this 200 simple moving average on the daily for the first time since March of 2022. The last time we saw it, the last time XRP tested or even touched the 200 moving average, it lost 69% of its value in 83 days. Let's not do that again. XRP, let's not do that, please. It's an important level. It's real. It's been discussed on stream too. That could be where you're headed next. I mean, moving average is important. If you could go to 58 cents eventually. The candle high close from 2018. These strategic entries are always spring back test of springs, not after insane 20+% moves in a day, right? All right, let's go check out the futures. S&P 500 futures. That on the new day is up 0.13% at its lowest daily close. Gotta scale out. See this? Wow. Lowest daily candle close since June 20th.
Anonymous tipped $25. The defeat Arutsuka dragon is coveted by the knowing and revered by the lesser. A tea instills fear and terror in the hearts and minds of those WHO question.
We shall look at the Sukablay Dragon coin. Thank you so much, dude. Much love. We will look. Okay, on the list. Again, just getting across the markets, man. Like the stream, this stream is called like Across the Markets. That's the name of the show. Okay, so I'm going across the market. We're looking at index funds, futures, Forex pairs, some commodities, right? We haven't even looked at an individual stock yet. You know, it's just like there's just so much I could cover in a period of time, an hour and 13 minutes live, and there's so much more, you know, out there. But trying to get a good roundabout of what's happening. Didn't even look at the bond yields. Oh my God. Dude. Look at this. Collapsed. Okay. Daily bearish engulfing candle yesterday. This is your UB1, your Treasury bond futures. Hit its lowest close. Lowest daily candle close since January of 2014. Something's breaking, man. You're on your way to the next support, which is 136.23. The low from 2013. Where you're headed. Crashing, dude. I mean, this is for bonds? Treasury bond? Yeah, it's like crashing. But then you go to the yields, right? Go to the 10-year. Absolute moon, bullish engulfing candle. Highest level you've seen since 2011. Once you break, that's a resistance of sort. It's a peak. It's a reversal point. So 3.74. When you break that, you go to 3.94. And if you ever break that, my God, dude, I think there's a log scale. Look at this. Forgot about this. Okay. Look how you broke out. You then pretty much back tested the breakout, and you're rallying. And again, this is like what goes back all the way to 1981. Log scale supply line with a multitude of touches. 2007, 2018, and the 80s. And now you've broken it, you back testing it with confirmation, and you're running. Again, highest levels you've seen since 2011. And yeah, you're starting to get in some real resistance here. Some big chop. If you ever broke those big levels at 4%, boom, 5.18% though. Crazy stuff, man. It's like, it's not just the US 10. How about the 2? The 2 also highest levels since 2007, 4.118%. Your target is 5.28%. It's the next resistance. Look at the price action you receive in between these levels that it's already broken. It's a technical breakout. So you have still 29%, 27% upside on the US 2-year. We'll just look at the 20-year and then we'll move on. The 20-year, massive engulfing, highest levels ever on this chart. Just, it's insane, man. Crazy. All right. Let's get to these requests, all right? Thanks for being here again, enjoying it. Hit the like button, the bell, the sub. See how many likes we can get. No way we can beat yesterday, but hey, how could we with that price action we got? I mean, even before the intro of the stream was done, you know? All right, first request of the day. XRP to BTC technically was, I think. No. We already looked at that one. Pulse Doge below Chain. Yeah, that one. Pulse below Doge Chain coin. Yes. At an 886, what happened? Continued its reaction, yeah? Oh, goodness gracious. Some good stuff happened. Look at that. A supply line of the downtrend was breached and back tested a few days ago. But again, it was mainly the 886, right? The low to high, the 886, man. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? Remember how it was the 1618 from the high to low, where it reversed, and now it's hit a full reset and it's begun to run. And yeah, you're at a level, right? You're pretty much at this peak from May of 2022. You know, if it breaks these levels, straight back up to 452 and 488 again. You can clearly see that is the next level. Candle high close from June. That's it. So if it breaks this level, Pulse Doge Chain coin has 35 to 47% upside from here. It's all about the ifs, because it is at one level. But normally, this one is where it'll pull back and then it'll eventually break it, you know? All right. Nice, dude. Very nice. We got a breakout. Now, if we were going to target, you know, that's it. You know, that's a massive level. But if you're talking about just a common retrace from a breakout of a downtrend, you know, the golden zone, you know, is just above that. It's between the 382 and the 618. So that's where you could be headed for just a common everyday retrace. 30 more likes for 400. Dang, man. I think we'd have more than that. Do it for Bitcoin and crypto so they can stay decoupled from the equities market, the bonds market, my God, and the Forex market. Next one was DPLS, Dark Pulse, Big Yikes. I think you're in trouble. I think this is screwed. I think you're really screwed here, possibly. Let's see, daily. Yeah, you're in trouble. I think you're going to 4/100ths of a penny below this level. You had a beautiful harmonic that reacted like the Jesus, came back to test, rallied again, and did what? Just rejected the 200-day simple moving average resistance again, sold off, made a local lower high, confirming more distribution, is now starting to roll over. I think this is a harmonic dud, right? It did the things, it did the stuff, man, at the level. And clearly, long-term, way less market participants own this asset that want anything to do with it. And I think, again, much lower prices below where we are now, okay? I wouldn't touch this. This is where I'm done with DPLS now. It had its chance. It had multiple chances, dude. And it did stuff. My God, from the 886, the initial reaction was, it went up 275% in less than 3 weeks. And then when it came back for a type 2, it went up a great, from its low, went up 139%. Now it's over, dude. Right? It's now egg noodles and ketchup. The end scene from Goodfellas. That's where you are on Dark Pulse. Okay. Next one was the US dollar to the South Korean won. Mother of God. Look how it started. Look how it started. You want to talk about NFT worthy type harmonic? Look no further than this one, where at the pattern completion zone of the bullish shark, look what it's done. Just like the US dollar, the DXY itself though, right? It was gorgeous. Up 30%. Or if you flipped it, this is the Korean won to the US dollar. Already in a downtrend, completes a bearish harmonic, and it's the continuation harmonic. And look at you now. Big yikes, man. Got a peak from 1998. That's where you're headed. 1462 on this, most likely, I would think. Yeah. You still got downside, man. You got about 4%, 3.77% downside until you hit a next inflection point. Yeah, 2009 levels. You were at your lowest point or your highest point, whichever way you look at it. If it's the US dollar to the Korean won, it's the highest level since 2009, and you've broken all resistance. There's no more resistance until 3.77% higher here, or lower if you're looking at the Korean won to the US dollar. 1998, but look, what are you talking about? 2009, 1998. Well, yeah, I mean 1997. You mean? Oh, it is January 1998. Yeah, of course, but don't we have to break the other resistances first? There are other ones. Yeah, like 1853. But look here, I mean, and you also have these too. So I don't know if we could see the price. Like you go back to 1998, and you can see the price action, how it correlates there. So this is your next target area, and if you break that, yeah, then you're talking quite possibly, wow, 98 levels. Here you go, Jibberman. Those gonna do it. See how Vegas did. Let's go to Adam for Mendel. Because Adam, man. Let me show you this. Where's my arrow? They hid the arrow from me, dude. What the 3-day or something? I don't know, my arrow's gone. All right, let me replot the arrow. That's a bearish engulfing candle, and it fell below the 200-day simple moving average. That's just real life. But you did just bullishly engulf, but there's no damage yet. You're still, in fact, pretty much below a very real inflection point, as you can see, a high from June 2021, July 2021. You're still below that. But yeah, if you break that, you could very well at 1661. But you think like, as long as Adams stays below and keeps the daily closes below 1565, this is a very valid bearish engulfing candle after a confirmation high. But the thing is, at the same time of saying that, you could start developing hidden bullish divergence. If you start going, if you get follow through off this engulfing candle, the 4 hours you just saw that demand line was tested again. It's crazy. It's a strong asset. It's an anomalous asset. Very, very strong. Back test that 200 moving average as well. And almost hidden bullish divergence, class C. So you can see this though, right? This has been here for a while, man. It's been here for months, and you just tested it and you're rallying, and now you're just butting up against the key level again from 2021. You can see right there. Above that could be straight to 1661 again. If you ever broke 1661, bullish pandemonium, massive upside potential, but that just hasn't happened yet. Not yet. So it's tough because it's such a strong performer, and it could just pull a KNC anytime. But my God, for now, it's beautiful. all its power, all its glory. Thanks for the 400 likes. Appreciate it. Supply line from 98. Oh, well. Oh, well. I mean, it's been broken then, I guess, right? Unless you're talking about 98 and 2009 or whatever, 2008. Okay, cool. That's fine. So it's all about the horizontal line levels, you know. All right, Sukablay Altcoin. It also has been killing it, man. Yeah, it is unbelievable. Hey, it hit the pattern completion zone. My God. Look at that. 1618 exceeded like it was nothing. Breaks the supply line now like it was nothing. It was very well regarded though. Clearly see the respect it was receiving, now breached. Massively overbought. Highest levels ever, 12.18 cents. Speaking of cents, if it keeps going, it's going to stop making sense based on Fibonacci and harmonics and stuff like that, right? From the high to low, if you wanted a 2618, I mean, like for real, 16.9 cents. There's nothing here besides fib extensions, man. So yeah, you can see price action rally above the 1618, go to 200%. 200% retrace is 13.6 cents. So then that might be the next target. But again, if you're talking about pattern completion zones of bearish harmonics, you have hit and exceeded it pretty effortlessly, huh? That's it, Suka man. Thank you, dude. What a trend. It is a king among scams. Sure thing. What a stream, man. Hour and a half live. I think it's been pretty productive. I think we've hopefully have gotten across, you know, a grounded look at the charts across many markets, multiple markets, and let's take a look just at something I'm just thinking about, Tesla, because we got the request, right? It's just me now, so it's like, let's look at Tesla and understand how bad this is. Okay, you have now failed for the third time to break $299.97, which was the high from January 2021. If you understand historical price action, you could clearly understand why $209 could be in store for Tesla. That means there is a good 27.5% downside from here if it stands. If this is real, you've confirmed it's pretty much like one top and then a second top. It's kind of double topping, and it's below the level. So one could go short here, not financial advice, but the closer you are, right? Flip the chart over, right? If you were like, okay, yeah, let me show you here, right? Something like this, pretty simple, eh? Where you just got a stop loss above the 3 peaks. Well, you might have to, you maybe can't do that. Hey, you could still do it, but man, that'd be a lot of losses, you know, but it'd still be equitable. It'd still be 3-to-1 if you can even believe it, right? It would be, and you're talking about severe bearish divergence, at least on the 4-hour. It's barely equitable. It's like legit. You would have to go. You couldn't settle for anything less for a 3-to-1 here, but you wanted the most strategic stop and the target for covering a short that makes the most sense. That would be it right there, right? Now you could somehow like just be like, okay, I now, my argument is I think that now, since it's so many failures, you're not going back up to those levels. I guess I could understand that. You wanted to make it a little more equitable. But something like that, man, it could come for a back test too. A back test would be legendary, like it does something like this. And then starts to roll. Oh my God, it's like, wow. Most optimum entry ever. You do that. That'd be like the inverse of XRP, you get that inverse of XRP doing this, holding that, you know, selling off, rallying, testing it, reconfirming its validity before then going. All right.
Marionettes dancing on the table. Once the string is cut, they easily collapse.
Skiing Rooster says, thanks for sharing your expertise and humor. 6 months in, TA is life-changing decision making, backed by facts. Portfolio would have been down 40% plus without TA. Wonderful, man. That's amazing, dude. I am merely a conduit to this world. I didn't research this stuff. I just love this stuff. And I guess my calling was to try to, I guess I'm like somewhat halfway decent at articulating the knowledge from really smart people to other people. I guess that's what I'm good at, or halfway decent at least mediocre. It's not at risk of sounding arrogant. So that's, you know, and hopefully it inspires people to learn something that they maybe didn't even know it existed before they found this channel. So look at that daily on Tesla. You can see it. You've fallen below the 200-day simple moving average. It's terrible. It's so bad. Worst thing that could ever happen on Tesla is right now confirming prices back below the level, undeniable level. There you go. Discord link's not working anymore. Okay. Glad to hear that. Maybe it's out of invites, I suppose. Okay. Good luck. NVIDIA, the pain is not over. The pain is not over, chat. The bear shark, the Jesus bear shark, outperforming, heading on down to Chinatown. 117 in store for you. March 2021 lows. Had your lowest daily candle close today on NVIDIA. Lowest close since March 9th, 2021. It's been a long time. Technically not even oversold, but very close. Bearish controls in. That's the target, 116.95. Not good. AMD's same situation, very bad shape. Very, very bad shape. And as you can tell, the bearish harmonic performs like the Jesus. The potential bullish harmonic just fails. Not even a reaction. Understand, a failed harmonic like this tells you all you need to know about how bearish this market is. AMD breaking this level is death. This is death for AMD. 59.27 is the next target. Things down 6.69%. Gap down at 6. That's so bad, man. And below, like, so you got downside potential of about 15%. And then below that, 30% downside if you want to go test 48.51, which is what? The year of 2000 peak. The tech bubble top. 48.51. Semiconductors are done. And they got a lot further to fall. We're talking about full resets are very possible. Very, very possible. Look at this bubble. It's popped. There's so much down. You could probably be going to $35 and change in time. Oh yeah, Intel. Well, Intel broke key levels. Like so many. It was a demand line and a horizontal line already. It had been this way though. Yeah, look, man. When you broke 42.34, it was done. There was no more talking about Intel. Only bearish below this level. And now look at it. It was a demand line that goes all the way back to 2009. It's broken, dude. It was broken so hard. And look at you today. Had your lowest daily candle close on Intel today. Lowest close since September 1st, 2015. 7-year lows on Intel on the close today. Oh my goodness. Well, now you're starting to hit some peaks here. You got that 2546 probably coming. Yeah, look at the COVID crash low. That's probably where you're going. I mean, you might hit this 2016 level and bounce, but probably 2550. What's up, Archam? Thank you for the 5 super chat. Much love. Oh, you're verified. Let's go, dude. We got a verified super chat. It's ugly though, isn't it? How disgusting it was. The double top, man. The distribution. Something we knew about leisure and entertainment. Casinos destroyed today. Appropriate. Makes sense because Vegas, big meetup. 60 plus people next week, all meeting for the Mitch Ray Scott Carney joint Vegas meetup. But yeah, let's look at the index fund. It's an index fund for entertainment and leisure, the PEJ. As we knew how screwed this was, confirming distribution, fell below the key inflection point from 2015. Look at you now. This thing's going to 31.38 in time if you're patient. Penn, Wynn, MGM, Marriott, I mean, you know, hotels, all involved in this. It's not even over, dude. You still got another 13% downside on this. You ready? Ready for that? Thanks, Archam, man. Really, really kind words. Really appreciate that, dude. Bruh. That bro's for you, okay? Everything. Okay, Dow Jones transportation. Look at this. Look how done it is, chat. Look how much lower you're going. You're going to 11,377. If you're patient and you wait. We're melting down. Melting down. The beautiful Bear Sharks performance. Wonderful. How about the XLY? Consumer discretionary. Going to fall off a cliff soon. I mean, you closed at the cliff. March 2021 low. Look at the peak. September 2020. Once this breaches, bye-bye. See you at 132.89. Oh, but it could go so much lower too. It's ugly. Really, really ugly. But your XLF financials. Oh my God, dude. You gotta love how it just went between the levels, right? The peak became the valley, became the peak. Rejected it twice, rolling over, and you will be going to $30 soon. You're 31.55. You're not too much further to go, right? Yeah. It's disgusting, man. It's like this across the market, all right? Okay, anyway, so I think it's been a good stream. Bitcoin, remember the thoughts. Though it is great, it is a great thing to always engulf a previous candle at the pattern completion zone of some sort of harmonic that's been completed, with maybe some bullish divergence argument developing on the the second low, one low than second. That's great. But in this particular unique situation, you can't be bullish yet. You just can't. When you're below 19,891, you have to be cautious. You have to be bearish. But if we break 19,891 tonight, tomorrow, this week, whatever, I'm going to be here to talk about it. If you do the right things, there could be a real good chance for a rally, but that none of those things have happened yet, and they may never happen. You understand? They may never happen below 19,891 for real. Historical price action only is straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up to at least $17,000. But beyond the 17K, you had that other time where it went straight up. So you got to know what could happen eventually if you stay below this long enough. It could be a straight down 17K or 14K. Please understand. There are arguments on both sides, but you got to be patient. You got to understand. Okay, whatever. It's not easy, man, but trying to point out all the important things that exist right now. Archam playing Rust. I should make a contribution variation where it's the C4 beeping before the explosion.
XRP/XLM. Blessings to you, bro.
Oh yeah, well we looked at both of those. We went in depth on XRP. We went XRP to US dollar, to BTC, and even looked at XRP to ETH. We went in depth on those. They are anomalies, and that anomaly really started as soon as Ethereum did its merge, right? That was the catalyst for XRP. Not really sure why. It might just be asset allocation, reallocation. People taking out money of Ethereum and saying, I don't like my money, I'm putting it in XRP now. That could be something going on with it. It's weird, but that happened. And it never fell below 32.5 cents after it bullishly back tested it as support, engulfed, and it's been up ever since. It hit the 200-day moving average today for the first time since March. And I think that's pretty cool. He paid for TA on those. But I'm always better at the analysis the first time. Look at XRP. Look at you gotta love it, man. This is a real level. How watching the stream how long 32.5 cents has always been talked about. It's always been plotted. It's there. It's real. You sprung, you back tested the spring, and you're gone. Others did it too and didn't do crap. Just happened to be XRP. It was gorgeous. The accumulation, the higher lows. DOT was looking very similar in ways, but DOT crapped the bed. Rolled over, fell below support. This one didn't. This one caught the bids. And it can go to 58.5 cents, but I know it's right now. You can clearly see what it's battling and it's testing and it's correlating. It broke the 200-day moving average and is now really on the new day. You can see it trying to back test it as support until it's not, but I'm just scaled in so you can see. Okay. Nice stuff. Right, it kind of hit that peak, right? Like, well, it hit like was it a candle high close right there from 2018 a couple times, and then correlation on 2019 in 2019, and that's where it's at. If it ever broke that, it could very well see a daily candle high close from 2018 at 58.5 cents. But for now, this was kind of like the level that was eyeballed. If it was gonna go the 200-day moving average, if it can break the 200 moving average, then maybe 58.5 cents. XLM. That was splendid, technically splendid. This is what dreams are made of. This is what this is everything, man. This is the harmonic completed. There was bullish divergence. You sprung, you back tested the spring. Accumulation was confirmed. You even made a higher low again. So much demand. The market participants could not push the asset down to test the support again. And then you ran. And now where you are is at the top of the range. If you break the top of the range, the next target's 13 cents, the peak from June 24th and a peak from August 14th. You'll break that, well, you could imagine maybe 14.5 cents in time. That's it for now. Top of the range. You understand what's happened before. What happened June 15th? You reversed. What happened August 1st? You reversed some. So it can happen again. Starting to develop some bearish divergence at the top of the range. Hey, if someone got in on the spring back test, then that's profit taking level. Buy low, sell high stuff. But it's just the range. It could definitely break the range. I'm just saying it might not, because you can see the history. There it is, man. You got a chance, but you really want to sit and wait until we get follow through, right? If this idea is valid, you're okay missing out on some money for something like this, because that's when it might become appropriate for a long. It's not, I don't think it's appropriate yet until we breach that. We're good. I think you gotta do, man. But concerns, because the index funds, really scary, bad stuff. All right. Oh, Zim for Jeffrey. I didn't even see that, man. Zim. Okay. Well, the TA, XRP Ace, so you say, was so well respected on XRP. Every single day I've been here, I talked about the spring back test the spring. I talked about XRP. I look at it every day, more than most people that do TA would do. And it was above 32.5 cents. It back tested as support. It engulfed. Every day I look at it. That was TA. Oh, Zim, dude, get out of here, man. Probably 23 bucks. So ugly, so disgusting. What is this, transportation? Well, you look at the Dow Jones transportation, there's way more downside on it, right? So $23 is a low from March 2021. Vintage Beanie Babies with tags still on them. Make sure it has the tag protector, right? Of course. And it's in a case. So you said high dividend but tanking stonk. Well, there's a reason why the dividends are high, right? Because they're paying you to hold on to it. So since March of this year, dude, it's not even been a year. In just 188 days, the asset has lost 71% of its value. If that's the case, let's wait till it loses 75 or maybe 80 or even 88% of its value. All right, let's wait. I think 70% sales good. Well, what do we know about assets that are like this? The bubble popped on it. Let's wait for an 886. Let's wait. You've broken support. So at least, if anything, there's nothing to even do until 23 bucks. We can reassess at $23. I'll just add a random alert at the support. And if I hear a beep, it's like, Zim, I'm going to forget about it. But I'll be like, Zim, dude. I'm gonna just do this too. Right? There you go. And I'm gonna save it so it'll be there, so we'll know. All right, the Jeffrey Unit alert. I'll let you know, dude. I'll ping you. Okay. And that's it. That was the last request, man. Last request. The last of the Mohicans. The last of the requests. The last of the Moon Boys. New Discord link. Sweet. All right, new Discord link. There you go, chat. Hot, fresh, off the presses. Yeah, okay. So the Vegas meetup's coming. Got a bill today, or like what the a quote. I've already paid for the room. That costs money. But then it's like, got another quote for high-speed internet that's supposed to be $3,400 for 2 hours of internet. That's unbelievable. If you're going to the Vegas meetup, please be sure to PM me or Brad about a hotspot or something that you can provide for the stream that's amazing high-speed internet. Because, again, this casino's literally trying to charge $3,400 for internet for 2 hours. Scam, literal scam. So it's like, yeah, But if you want to also support whatever, I mean, there are other costs too that are going to be there too. We got merchandise. That merchandise is here. All 100% of the proceeds that we receive from the merchandise goes to funding the Vegas trip, and then the NFT as well. The NFT 100% goes to that. Here's your link to the Vegas meetup. So these are just crowdsourcing methods, okay? Both of those. So check them out if you want to support it. If not, no big deal. You don't have to, of course. I would just appreciate it, okay? I don't have sponsors. I don't do affiliate marketing. I don't shill, peddle scams to you, you know. It's all y'all. So thanks for coming out. Let's pay attention to 19891 because it's everything. Till next time, respect the TA.